The post office inquiry is allowing people on the post office side to get away with inaccuracy, lies, uh, rather clever turns of phrase. There's a fellow called Adam Crozier who was the BT chair in 2009, by which point, of course, it was becoming quite clear that the Horizon software was a problem and that people had already been convicted wrongly. And a number of MPs wrote to Crozier, and he's now put forward a written statement. He put forward a written statement in February saying, "It is a matter of huge regret for me that I was not aware of the tragic situation for post office sub-postmasters and their families during my time at Royal Mail." He says he was not aware of any widespread issues with the functionality of Horizon during my tenure, and he couldn't recall issues related to audits of the branch accounts or actions against sub-postmasters having been brought to his attention. But while he was Shadow Culture Secretary in 2009, Jeremy Hunt wrote to Crozier saying, quote, "It had been brought to my attention by some of my constituents who work for the post office that there had been problems with the Horizon IT system." He asked whether any problems were reported nationwide and what the current situation is regarding resolving these difficulties. So the Freedom of Information has released this correspondence with Crozier saying that he would ask the Post Office's Managing Director, Alan Cook, to write back to you as quickly as possible. Other MPs at the time, Lord Francis Maud, then a Shadow Minister, David Drew, Lord Henry Bellingham, also wrote to Crozier to raise concerns about the system in 2009. And of course, anybody who was reading Private Eye would have known that there was something seriously wrong. It's inconceivable that they can't recall this correspondence. And it simply suggests that Crozier is a liar. He said, in any given week I receive hundreds of letters, and as a result I could not read every letter, and inevitably I would have to promptly pass on correspondence to others. So the excuse he's got is that, oh, sorry, I wasn't really doing my job. I didn't really have my eye on the ball. I delegated everything because I just wanted to take the money and run. Well, there we are. That sort of sums up the post office, but it sums up so much in our professional culture at the top of the systems that run our country.